A new Japanese study recently made a strong case for a possible link between Alzheimer's and diabetes, looking at 1,000 people over 15 years. It's the first large study that conclusively says people with type 2 diabetes have an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's. Some experts going as far as to refer to Alzheimer's as type 3 diabetes. In tonight's special report.
We are climbing Jacob's ladder.
Alzheimer's patients singing about the need to fight for a higher power.
Soldiers of the cross.
Alzheimer's caregivers talking about the need to find a ray of hope in a dark world.
I talk to family and friends and folks that are facing this. I always want to hear their story. Before they start, I always say, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Light that could come in the form of new research, light that links Alzheimer's to another common disease.
There are a group of researchers now, people that are working in Alzheimer's, that are considering Alzheimer's disease to be a neuroendocrine disorder, and they're calling it type 3 diabetes.
We FaceTimed with the author of The Diabetes Miracle, Diane Kress, a longtime diabetes educator and registered dietitian based in New Jersey. She says the link is significant.
There's a progressive nature to Alzheimer's disease. There's also a progressive nature to type 2 diabetes, and there's absolutely increased risk if you're someone with type 2 diabetes for developing Alzheimer's in the long run.
Any research is encouragement for Jan Wiggins, whose mother is a regular here at the Judd C. Hickey Center.
It was extremely dignified, and it was a place where she could still stay very active and participate to her ability.
But what if researchers are onto something and millions of families could potentially be shielded from this disease? Could controlling diabetes, or better yet, avoiding a diagnosis, eventually impact this country's Alzheimer's rate?
I believe it all comes down to controlling this. And once you control your diabetes, believe it or not, you automatically control your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your chance of a lot of cancers. It looks like your chance of Alzheimer's disease.
But every day you don't control it, you're a step closer to some very serious complications. Kress says prevention is key. If you're overweight, losing just 7% of your body weight could help you, along with monitoring your lab work.
You can see the beginning of problems that, if not controlled, have tremendous potential to land you with diabetes.
For Jan, the developments, the research, they are encouraging.
Our hope is that in my children's adult life or in their children's life, we're not talking about Alzheimer's anymore.
And we've got much more on the web at NBC26.tv. If you want to know more about the blood work numbers the dietitian was mentioning, you can find them online, as well as diet guidelines and supplements she recommends.